Have you ever imagined standing in a land where mountains touch the heavens, lakes shine brighter than jewels, and castles echo stories from centuries past? Welcome to Switzerland in 2025, a destination so breathtaking it feels almost unreal. As the world embraces travel with fresh energy, Switzerland rises above as the crown jewel, blending raw nature, thrilling adventures, and timeless culture. Every corner feels like a postcard, every moment like a dream. Ready to discover the experiences that will steal your breath and silence your words? Here are the top 10 Switzerland experiences that will leave you utterly speechless in 2025. 10. Interlaken's Adventure Playground. What if your dream trip ended not in quiet reflection, but in a scream of joy? Interlaken in 2025 remains Switzerland's ultimate adventure hub. Nestled between Lake Thun and Lake Brentz, and surrounded by the Jungfrau Peaks, Interlaken offers every thrill you can imagine. Paragliding over turquoise lakes, whitewater rafting, canyoning, skydiving, and even the famous canyon swing. New in 2025, glow-in-the-dark stand-up paddleboarding adds a surreal twist to evenings on the lake. Here, adrenaline collides with beauty, leaving you breathless in the best way possible. 9. Old Town of Bern. Ever dreamed of walking through a medieval city that feels frozen in time? The Old Town of Bern, Switzerland's capital, is a storybook brought to life. Its 6 kilometers of covered arcades make it one of Europe's longest shopping promenades. But beyond the shops, there's magic. The Zittglogg clock tower with its moving figures, the Bear Park celebrating the city's symbol, and the soaring cathedral offering panoramic views. In 2025, new tours uncover hidden alleys and forgotten tales. The cobblestones under your feet whisper history, and suddenly, you'll find yourself lost for words in wonder. 8. Rhine Falls. Up close. Can you hear it already? The thunder of Europe's largest waterfall crashing down with unstoppable force? The Rhine Falls near Schaffhausen are an unforgettable natural wonder. In 2025, you can take a boat ride right into the spray, climbing onto a central rock for a front-row view of 600,000 liters of water per second. Trails around the falls reveal rainbows forming in the mist, and summer tours now include wildlife spotting for a unique twist. Standing that close to raw power, you don't just hear the falls, you feel them in your chest. Words? They vanish under the roar. 7. Lindt Home of Chocolate. What if you could step into a world where chocolate flows like a waterfall? At the Lindt Home of Chocolate near Zurich, 2025 still tempts travelers with indulgence at every turn. Here stands the world's largest chocolate fountain, spilling 9 meters high. Wander through interactive exhibits tracing Coco's journey, then sample endless chocolate creations. Want hands-on fun? Join workshops to craft your own sweets. Open nearly year-round, it's perfect for a rainy day or any day. The rich aroma alone is enough to steal your words, while the taste keeps you grinning in silent bliss. 6. Bernina Express. Have you ever dreamed of a train ride where glaciers, forests, and palm trees pass your window in one journey? That's the magic of the Bernina Express. In 2025, this UNESCO-listed line still stuns travelers with its 4-hour ride from Chur to Tirano. You'll cross 196 bridges, wind through 55 tunnels, and reach 2,253 meters at Ospizio Bernina. Snowy peaks fade into green valleys, and the famous Brusio Spiral Viaduct spins you in awe. New extensions now connect Tirano with Lugano, stretching the adventure further. Each window becomes a cinema screen showing glaciers, villages, and vineyards. On this ride, silence comes naturally, because you'll be too busy gasping at the views. 5. Lake Lucerne. Can you imagine floating on a lake so calm it mirrors the sky, with mountains standing like guardians all around? That's Lake Lucerne, where cruises in 2025 offer a mix of peace and wonder. Hop on a historic steamboat or modern panoramic yacht from Lucerne town. Sail past Mount Pilatus and Mount Rigi, spotting tiny villages clinging to the shores. Choose a quick 1-hour loop or a full-day adventure with hiking stops. New in 2025, sunset and music cruises add even more romance. Picture yourself sipping Swiss wine as the sun paints the sky gold. On Lake Lucerne, every ripple carries serenity, leaving you speechless in its embrace. 4. Chillon Castle on Lake Geneva. What secrets whisper inside a medieval fortress rising from lake waters? Chillon Castle near Montreux isn't just a monument, it's a time machine. Built in the 12th century, this lakeside castle once guarded trade routes and inspired poets like Lord Byron. Wander through dungeons, towers, frescoed halls, and ramparts with alpine views. In 2025, a brand new artifact exhibition reveals treasures from the castle's collection like never before. Take a boat ride from Montreux for a dramatic approach where the castle appears like a mirage. The echo of your footsteps in the halls makes history feel alive, and for once, you'll have no words. 3. Swiss Alps. What if every step you took brought a new horizon into view? Hiking in the Swiss Alps in 2025 is a feast for both your legs and your soul. Trek the Eiger Trail for close-up views of the legendary North Face, or try sections of the Via Alpina where meadows burst with wildflowers. For multi-day adventures, huts along the trails offer cozy stays under starry skies. In 2025, updated eco-hiking apps guide you along routes while teaching you about the flora, fauna, and geology. As waterfalls crash nearby and eagles soar above, you'll realize the Alps don't just demand admiration, they demand silence born of awe. 2. Ascend to Jungfraujoch? What if you could step onto the very roof of Europe? At Jungfraujoch, 3,454 meters, you'll stand on eternal snow and ice surrounded by some of Switzerland's most dramatic landscapes. Getting there is half the magic. From Interlaken or Grindelwald, board the cogwheel train that tunnels through the mighty Eiger Mountain. When you emerge, the Alps Glacier, the longest in the Alps, glitters beneath your feet. Explore the Ice Palace, wander tunnels carved from ice, and climb to the Sphinx Observatory for 360-degree views that feel endless. In 2025, new Good Morning tickets let you arrive before crowds for an unforgettable sunrise glow. Standing there, you don't just see beauty, you feel the sheer power of nature pressing silence into your soul. 1. Majestic Matterhorn in Zermatt. Close your eyes and picture this. A sharp pyramid-shaped peak piercing the sky at 4,478 meters. That's the Matterhorn, one of the world's most iconic mountains. So famous it even appears on chocolate wrappers, but nothing compares to seeing it in real life. In 2025, Zermatt, the car-free alpine village beneath the Matterhorn, is more magical than ever. Take the cable car to Matterhorn Glacier Paradise, Europe's highest mountain station, at 3,883 meters. From here, 38 towering peaks and 14 sparkling glaciers stretch before your eyes. Craving thrills? Hike the Gornergrat Trail, paraglide above alpine meadows, or wander through the Glacier Palace where glowing ice sculptures feel like frozen jewels. In 2025, new eco-friendly tours make hiking more sustainable while keeping it jaw-dropping. The moment the Matterhorn appears, you'll realize words are powerless. In conclusion, so what do the Matterhorn, Jungfraujoch, the Bernina Express, and Interlaken have in common? Every experience leaves you caught between awe and silence. Whether you're sailing across Lake Lucerne, standing in the spray of Rhine Falls, or hiking a quiet alpine trail, you'll find yourself asking, is this real or am I dreaming? In 2025, Switzerland invites you not just to visit, but to lose yourself in wonder. Pack your bags, follow the hooks of beauty and thrill, and prepare for one truth. You'll be left speechless. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell button, and leave a comment. Thank you for your support. Stay tuned for the next update.